Now I wish to start with one sum on partnership retirement. Observe the sum on the screen. First I will read and explain to you. Then I shall solve the sum here before you. Let us start. Ram, Rahim and Rahman are partners of a firm sharing the profit and loss in the proportion of 4:1:1. The balance sheet of the firm as on 31st of December 2003 is as under. On asset side you are given land, building, furniture, motor car, debtors and stock. On liability side you are given the capital of Ram, Rahim and Rahman. General reserve 3000 gets distributed in the profit sharing ratio, that is 4:1:1. Creditor 17,000, bills payable 1,000. Rahman has decided to retire on 1/1/2004. The following accounting treatment are to be incorporated. Increase the value of land and building and furniture by 10%. So, value of land and building is to be increased by 10%. What is the book value? 12,000. 10% increase is 1200. 1200 is credited to revaluation account. And 13,200, 12,000 plus 1,200, 13,200 will appear in the balance sheet. Same way, furniture 6,000, 10% increase. 6,000 into 10%, 600 is increase. So furniture will appear in the balance sheet at 6,600 and 600 is credited to revaluation account being gain. Later, reduce the value of stock to rupees 7,000. So stock is 7,500. Reduction is 500, so new value is 7,000. So 500 decline in the value of stock is debited to revaluation account and stock will be reported in the balance sheet at a value of 7,000. Debtors of 600 are bad and are to be written off. This bad debts is to be debited to revaluation account. From debtors, 600 will be deducted. Bills payable 200 are now not payable. Bills payable are 1,000. 200 not payable. Being gain, liability decreases. Declining liabilities are gain, that is credited to revaluation account. And bills payable will appear after reducing 200 from 1,000, that is 800. When Rahman retires, the goodwill is determined at 7,200. Accounting treatment only for the share of goodwill of Rahman is to be given and same is to be shown in the balance sheet. Now see, value of goodwill is 7,200. Book value is 0. In balance sheet there is no goodwill. So book value of goodwill is 0. Valuation made 7,200. Increase in value of goodwill is 7,200. Share of Rahman is 1/6. So 7,200 into 1/6, 12 6 are 72. So 1,200 is the share of Rahman in goodwill. That much goodwill is to be raised and shown in the balance sheet. So goodwill to be shown in the balance sheet 1,200 and Rahman, retiring partner's capital account, gets credited with 1,200. Retain the dues of Rahman as loan in the firm. So Rahman is not paid anything at the time of retirement. The amount of his capital balance stands as loan in the new balance sheet of a partnership firm after retirement. Prepare revaluation account, capital account and balance sheet. Now let us start with the sum. Notice 7,200 into 1/6, 1,200 is the value of goodwill to be disclosed in balance sheet. Journal entry for that is goodwill account debit to Rahman, capital account credit. Now let me prepare all accounts necessary for recording the adjustments. Consider the revaluation adjustment. I always start with revaluation adjustment. Notice, increase the land and building and furniture by 10%. Land and building 12,000. 10% increase there at 1,200. 13,200 will appear on the balance sheet asset side. And 1,200 gain credited to revaluation account. So, land and building account debit to revaluation account credit is the journal entry. Next, Furniture, book value 6,000. Increase 10%, 600. Value to be reported in the balance sheet 6,600. Increase in value of furniture credited to revaluation account 600. Journal entry, furniture account debit 600 to revaluation account credit 600. Next, reduce the value of stock to 7,000. It is 7,500. Reduce to 7,000. Reduction is 500. 7,500 minus 7,500 is the reduction. Stock appears in the balance sheet at 7,000. And this decline in value of stock being lost debited to revaluation account. Journal entry, revaluation account debit to stock account credit. Debtors of rupees 600 are bad and to be written off. So 22,500 is the value of debtors. From that 600 is the bad debt that is lost, deducted therefrom. So 21,900 will appear in the balance sheet, and revaluation account gets debited with bad debt 600. Journal entry for that is revaluation account debit to debtors account, but in narration we write bad debts, and that is deducted from debtors on the face of balance sheet. Bills payable 200 not payable. So 1000 minus 200 is the reduction in liability not payable. This 200 being gain credited to revaluation account. Journal entry for that is bills payable account debit to revaluation account credit 200. So revaluation account is credited with 200. So these are the various adjustments that we have considered for revaluation of assets and liabilities. Now copy the remaining balance sheet. This capital balances will be transferred to capital account. Ram 15,000, Rahim 12,000 and Rahman 9,000. Capital balances are credited to their capital account, balance brought forward. General reserve 3,000 distributed in the ratio of 4:1:1, that is 2,500 and 500. Journal entry for that is general reserve account debit to Ram capital account credit 2,000, to Rahim capital account credit 500, to Rahman capital account credit 500. Creditors 17,000 will appear in the balance sheet liability side. Motor car 9,000 appears on the balance sheet asset side. Copy of the balance sheet is over. Now let me close this revaluation account. Let us find the profit or loss of revaluation account. That will be distributed in the ratio of 4:1:1. Total of credits at 2,000 minus 1,100, 900 is the profit. 900 distributed in the ratio of 4:1:1. So 900 into 4/6. 900 into 1/6, 150. 900 into 1/6, 150. This is credited to the partner's capital account. Journal entry for that is revaluation account debit 900. To Ram capital account credit 600, to Rahim capital account credit 150, to Rahman capital account credit 150. This is how revaluation account is closed. Now I consider the goodwill adjustment. When Rahman retired, the goodwill is determined at 7,200. The accounting treatment only for share of goodwill of Rahman is to be given, and the same is to be shown in the balance sheet. So what is the share of Rahman in goodwill? 7,200 into 1,200. That will appear in the balance sheet. So goodwill account debit 1,200 to Rahman capital account credit 1,200. Goodwill account debit, Rahman capital account credit 1,200. This is our adjustment entry for goodwill is given. Remember, share of only retiring partner can be raised and shown in this fashion if there is no change in the profit sharing ratio between continuing partners even before retirement and after retirement. Then and then this type of accounting treatment can be given. Notice it. Now, dues of Rahman is to be paid. Total of credit side of Rahman is 10,850. That is not paid, but it is shown as loan. So loan from Rahman 10,850 will appear on the balance sheet liability side. Now I will close the capital account of Ram and Rahim. Total is 17,600. There is nothing on the debit side, so balance is 17,600 that appears in the balance sheet. liability side. Here 12,650. Nothing is debited, so 12,650 is the balance of Rahim that appears on the balance sheet liability side. Now after writing all these things, I'll prefer to tell the balance sheet, it should agree. 58,900 is the total of liability side, and asset side total is also 58,900. So 58,900 is the total of balance sheet. This is how balance sheet agrees. I think you have followed this sum. Thanks to all of you.